Today's contest features the prize from Springfield College against your Baruch College Bearcats. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would you all please rise and stand to honor America with the playing of our national anthem. The singer anthem, please welcome from the Baruch College softball team, Melody Gavroff. A senior from New York City, New York, number 1, Argjend Osmanaj. A senior from New York City, New York, number 2, Ari Osmanaj. A freshman from Wisconsin, New York, number 3, Baruch. A senior from Brooklyn, New York, number 7, Gavroff. A freshman from Brooklyn, New York, number 11, Benjamin Nurse. And a freshman from Harlem, New York, number 12, and your libero, number 6, Michael Taroli. Your head coach for the Bearcats in his first season, Baruch alum Brady Ambrose, assisted by Let's play ball.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Baruch Athletics on YouTube as we bring you live inside the Arc Arena for some D3 volleyball action. Alongside former CUNYAC Finals MVP Nick Godino, I'm Mike Higgins bringing you live inside the Arc Arena for tonight's contest between the Baruch College Bearcats and the Springfield College Pride. First of all, Nick, very excited to have you with us tonight. How are we doing? Bearcats coming off a season-opening loss to Stevens on Tuesday, and tonight won't be any easier for Brady Ambrose's team as they've got the number 1 team in Division III in front of them this evening. Springfield made it all the way to the national championship last year where they lost to Southern Virginia, and they returned all but 1 starter from that team, 4 of them All-Americans. Springfield is led by the great Charlie Sullivan, considered by many to be the greatest D3 volleyball coach of all time. They opened up their season on the West Coast last weekend with 2 losses against a couple of D2 opponents. They were swept by Concordia Irvine on Friday and lost in 4 to Vanguard the following day. So tonight will be the first game for Springfield against a D3 opponent. On the floor for the Bearcats to start, the outsides Ben Nierenstein and Peter Gavroff. The middles, Ishmael Sonogo and Brennan O'Connor. On the right side, Argjend Osmanaj. The libero making his first start, Michael Tiroli, number 6. And the most notable change from the Stevens game, Ari Osmanaj will make his debut as a setter. A middle for the first 3 years of his career. He was recruited as a setter. Now he gets to play the position for the first time. And it comes against the number 1 team in the nation. So Baruch will serve first. It will be Ari Osmanaj. CUNYAC All-Star last year as a middle. Let's see what he's got as a setter as we await the whistle. The down official Jenny Chen just talking to the Springfield bench real quick.
And Mike, you've been in games like this. How important is it to come out strong when you're facing the number 1 team in the nation on the other side of the net?
Well, you've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. You got a chance to make a statement here against a really solid program as Ari Osmanaj gets us going. Good pass there by Ricardo Ortiz, and out of the middle, it's Brennan Cutter, the 6'8" middle from Trumbull, Connecticut. Springfield strikes first.
And you can already see on that first serve that Springfield's passing is going to be really, really tight today. So we need to get some hard serves out there on the Bearcat side.
Springfield's first server, Nathan Go, Division I transfer from Ball State. And there's Brennan Cutter putting the clamps on Gavroff. And Springfield starts up 2-0. Brennan Cutter led the Pride in blocks last year with 69. Here's Nathan Go to serve. Good pass there by Gavroff. And there is Ishmael Sonogo.
Great quick run by the Bearcats over there to answer back.
Ari Osmanaj's first career assist, at least in system.
And I don't think I've ever seen that. Someone go from a middle for 3 years to a setter. It's a very interesting change.
Peter Gavroff rips one right at Nathan Go. To the outside it goes, and that's Evan Costley with the side out for Springfield. Evan Costley, 7 kills against Vanguard on Saturday. He gets the start tonight. Springfield's got a wide variety of pins that they can use. And here's Brennan Cutter. Michael Tiroli handles the serve. Ben Nierenstein is blocked, and that's Dylan Mulvaney. One of the best setters, if not the best setter in the country. He's a 3-time All-American. Named the Frog Jump Setter of the Year last season, averaged over 10 assists per set. And Cutter serves again here. That's an ace. It drops right between Nierenstein and Tiroli, and it's 5-1. Brennan Cutter trying to continue this service run. Let's see if Baruch tries to take advantage of the middle and the back row, and that's back-to-back aces for Cutter.
And that's a tough one because you saw the outside come and make an adjustment and pinch in, but that serve still ended up hitting the back line. Nothing you can do about that sometimes.
Very borderline there as it drops between Tiroli and Nierenstein again. Very quickly a 5-point lead for the Pride. Short serve there. Here's Argjend Osmanaj. That swing is out as he was trying to get around the triple block.
Yeah, it's tough when you see 3 guys coming your way, but Let's let the Bearcats talk it over and come out strong. They need a strong pass on this serve, get out of this rotation.
So Brady Ambro will call an early timeout. 7-1 lead for the Pride. We'll be right back. You're watching Baruch Athletics on YouTube. Back out of the Baruch timeout. Fast start here for Springfield. They lead 7-1 in set number 1. As the junior middle, Brennan Cutter, has served 5 in a row, trying to make it 6 here. Tough receive there by Nierenstein. And he sends a sharp free ball out of bounds. And Baruch just needs to side out in the worst way possible. Osmanaj for Nierenstein, and Baruch finally able to side out. Courtesy of the big lefty freshman.
Go back to your freshman. Go back to the lefty. Couldn't put the last one down, and he gets it done this time.
5 kills in his collegiate debut on Tuesday. And here's Ishmael Sonogo. Good pass there by Nathan Go. They run the D ball. A.J. Sieveland. Springfield with a quick response. And here is Dylan Mulvaney, the 3-time All-American setter. Tiroli, nice pass. Nierenstein hammers it home, goes 4-4.
Wow. And that's a really difficult shot. I mean, staying in front of the 10-foot line, 4-4, you don't see that too often. Great way to side out.
Also, not every day you see a lefty outside.
No, you don't.
So with Argjend already on the right side.
Good serve.
Sieveland.
And that's a great triple block by Baruch. Outside was able to get over, saw it was going to their outside, and was able to close.
So Ben Nierenstein with the last 3 points for the Bearcats as he puts the clamps on Sieveland.
You know, sometimes when you're down, you need that one guy to just have a spark for your team and everyone play around him.
They run the middle. Will Kirchhoff didn't get a lot on it. Nierenstein goes short with it. Sieveland again, slowed down up front by Brennan O'Connor. And there is Ari Osmanaj.
Great tip there. Great job by the middle drawing the block there. You know, back in my day, we had Jacob Marischal-Rudin, who was just known for drawing the block and giving the Pins an opportunity to make a play with a single block. So good job by the middle there.
Jacob Marischal-Rudin, a very good commentator as well.
I've heard. Whole family's talented. Always had his dad, Joel Rudin, in the stands cheering us on.
Always making the trip from Cherry Hill. Evan Costley to serve here for Springfield. They run the Bick. Peter Gavroff with his first kill of the day.
What a great choice. Peter was ready. He gave it to him. Nice fast Bick from the back, and Baruch sides out.
And these two outsides, Gavroff and Nierenstein, just as much of a threat out of the back row as they are in the front row. Nierenstein nearly had an ace there. Here's goes short with it. Nice dig there by Argjend Osmanaj. And that did not clear the antenna. And it's 11-6 in favor of the Pride. Here is Will Kirchhoff, senior middle out of Macedon, New York. Gavroff gets it back.
What a run. Great pass, great swing, and he buries it. You love to see an outside who can both use his line but also take a sharp angle when the block gets all the way out there on the line.
He did just that there. He led Baruch with 10 kills on Tuesday. Hoping for another big night from him, and there's Brennan Cutter again. He's having a real nice start to this one.
Yeah, and he's fast over there. It's hard when those middles are running those quick 1-2 balls, and just got to be ready out of the middle on Baruch's side.
Also helps when you're 6'8".
It definitely does help.
Here's A.J. Sieveland. He's got an ace. That's 3 already for Springfield. Sieveland, the senior opposite out of Jenkintown, Pennsylvania. Getting the start tonight over Carter Duravage, who's an All-American. Haven't seen him yet. Good pass there by Nierenstein. Ari looking for his brother. They send the free ball. And Nathan Go against the triple block, able to turn it down the line.
Yeah, that was a tough shot. He had 3 blocks in front of him and still somehow found the line.
Nathan Go, 3 years at Ball State in Indiana. Taking his talents to last year's runner-ups in the NCAA tournament. What a great find by Charlie Sullivan. Nierenstein with a good pass. Sanogo slowed down up front. Mulvaney for Costly, and that's blocked. Gavroff and Sanogo putting up the block.
And Coach Ambrose making some needed adjustments on the court.
I've seen Ishmael Sanogo in the early going of his career. He looks like a really solid blocker. Overpass coming, and it's won by Mulvaney.
And you know, that's tough. Usually when you see a joust, whoever touches the ball last is going to win that, and that's exactly what happened there.
And Mulvaney touched it about a full half second or so. Here's Go. Tough receive there by Tiroli, and that's an ace. Springfield really ripping apart the Baruch serve receive right now. That's 4 aces already. That's off the ceiling. Argjend. Good dig there by Ortiz. Evan Costly, nice dig there.
Great dig.
By Tiroli.
Free ball coming. Let's see if we can do something with this.
Gavroff. And that was
a
touched.
Smart play right there. You don't have to give everything every single swing, right? You can be smart with it. Use your touches, use your tools, and that's what Peter did right there.
A little bit of a risky move, but he was able to find hands and tool the block.
And I like seeing Ben take a lot of that court on that serve receive. He saw his libero having a little problem, moved him over and took the gap, paid off.
Costly will try again. That's slowed down up front. And Argjend tried to go for about the same move Peter did, but that one misses.
And you know what? Sometimes those outsides are too smart. They see you going for that move. They'll pull their hands right down, and you have an out-of-bounds ball.
So all of a sudden, it's an 8-point lead for Springfield. And here is Brennan Cutter, who had that early service run. Let's see what he's got here. Gavroff. And that might have went off the dome of Kirchhoff. And Gavroff up to 4 kills.
And, Mike, that's exactly what you were talking about, these outsides being a threat from the back row. And, you know, all the blockers are looking at the front row hitters, and you got a guy flying out of the back row. You're usually not ready for that.
And he runs that with tempo as well. And here's Sanogo on serve. Go handles the serve. And Kirchhoff hammers it home. Mulvaney goes deep with it. This will be a free ball. Ari sends it over. Sieveland, that's going to be a blocking error on the Bearcats, but a kill nonetheless. So A.J. Sieveland with his second kill, and now Springfield will go into the bench. They'll bring in freshman middle blocker Billy Kavanaugh out of Pennsbury High School in Pennsylvania. And here is Dylan Mulvaney. Zach Yao into the game for the first time. Sends a free ball over, but that's going to be a double on Nierenstein.
Coach Ambro looking at the ref maybe for a timeout. Nope, he's going to let him play.
I think he was questioning the double call there.
That's what he was doing.
Had a little bit of spin on it, but I thought it came clean out of the hands.
Those close calls, Coach Ambro is going to go after that down ref.
And Evan Costley handles the overpass, and it's been a rough start serve-receive-wise for Baruch. And now Mulvaney's going to come out of the game. They're going to bring in Richard Eber Jr., another D1 transfer out of St. Francis in Pennsylvania. So Springfield does not have a setter on the floor right now. Eber's listed as an outside. Gavroff, good pass, and a swing and a miss by O'Connor. They just weren't on the same page there, and now Brady Amber will call timeout. A 12-point lead for Springfield here in the opening set. It's been all Pride thus far. We'll be back. Back out of the timeout. It's all Springfield as of right now. 22-10 in the first. Richard Eber Jr. at the service line. And that's an ace right out of the timeout.
And Mike, we just looked at the box score and saw Baruch and Springfield actually both have 8 kills on the day. But Baruch is rocking 7 errors. That's really where Springfield's getting all their points from here.
7 attack errors and now 5 aces to account for the rest of Springfield's points as Eber takes a little off that time. Argjend Osmanaj off the hands of Costley. Costley turned away by O'Connor. Sieveland, that's turned away as well. Out of system ball coming to Costley. Gavroff with a dig. They run the Bick, and Gavroff again.
Great job by both sides staying with that, getting those covers. Gavroff puts it away.
So they bring Mulvaney back in, as there wasn't a setter on the court at the time for Springfield. They were just all out of system with Ricardo Ortiz, the libero, setting, and now here is Argjend Osmanaj. Off the tape, handled by Go to the right side, Costly. That's turned away by O'Connor. Go finds the end line on the Bic, and it's set point. And Springfield brings in Joey Prysia to serve for Costly. 13 set points here for the Pride. O'Connor turned away. Gavroff's going to set the D ball, and not touched by Ortiz, and that's going to do it in set number one. 25-11. Really strong start for Springfield. So Springfield hitting .350 in that first set. Baruch an .043. Same number of kills, though. The errors have just piled up for the Bearcats. We'll see if they can turn it around in set number two. We'll be back. You're watching Baruch Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just joining us, it was a very quick first set. Springfield making quick work of the Bearcats, 25-11. So Baruch, lineup will stay the same except for one. Baruch's going to bring in Evan Kang. He replaces Ben Nierenstein. Same 7 starters for Springfield after they went to the bench a little bit. We'll see if they bring Nierenstein back in when Kang gets to the front. We only saw Evan Kang as a serving sub in the Stevens game.
And I think that's a good move by Coach Ambrose, switching up the serve receive a little bit, get a new face in there.
Baruch gave up 5 aces in that first set. Also had 8 attack errors. They're even with Springfield in the kills department, 9 apiece. So we'll see if the Bearcats can play some cleaner volleyball in set number 2 as Dylan Mulvaney gets us started. That's a good pass there. And there's a block. Kirchhoff and Costly with the rejection on Sonogo. Springfield strikes first. It was a good pass, though, there by Evan Kang.
Great pass. Middle just had 2 blockers on him. Hard to get around that sometimes.
This might come over. It does. They'll play it out. Costly puts it away, and it's 2-0 Springfield. Springfield's got a number of guys with 2 kills to lead the team. Costly, Go, Cutter, and Seveland. Well, Costly just picked up number 3. Peter Gavroff leading all players with 5. A dump from Osmanaj. They go short with it to Nathan Go, but that's into the net. A rare attack error. And Baruch is on the board in the second. That's just the 3rd attack error by Springfield. They're hitting .318 for the match. They'll try Go again. Nice dig there by Ari. Gavroff looking for a touch.
Ooh, I saw a tip there, Mike. I did see some fingers on that.
We saw Michael Tiroli asking for one, but not going to get it.
That's a hard one to swallow.
Zach Yao also into the game. He's the serve-receive libero from what it looks like. Him and Tiroli switching on and off. Sonogo too short, and it's 4-1.
You know, you definitely see a difference in Baruch's passing already. They're getting it to the center. They're in system. Just need to put these balls away inside out here.
Baruch hasn't really run the middles a whole lot yet. That was a rare middle set. And there's an error on Costly, and it's 4-2. And now Ben Nierenstein will check back in.
Yeah, and I think that's a good move here. Ben's been doing real well in the front row, putting balls away. Let number 4 get some reps in serve receive in the back.
So here's Gavroff. And that's going to be an ace, and that's that batting cage hanging from the ceiling.
Oh, yeah, Mike. And you know how you talk about home field advantage? For the Bearcats, that's their home field advantage. You know that ceiling like the back of your hand. Ball hits there, you know exactly where it's bouncing to.
Been around ever since you were playing here,
oh,
and
yeah.
Perhaps Brady Ambrose as well.
I don't know about that long.
And there's a kill for Kirchhoff out of the middle. Springfield middles have been tough to stop. And now Kirchhoff will head to the line. Handled by Gavroff. Argjend Osmanaj looking to get on the board. That's dug by Kirchhoff. And again, the ceiling.
There it is, Mike. We call that home field advantage. Leaves other teams in disarray as soon as it hits that batting cage.
A little frustration there from Dylan Mulvaney. Letting that one drop. So here's Sonogo. 1-point game here. Baruch looking to tie it. Mulvaney for Seveland.
And Mulvaney just runs those back balls real fast. It's hard to keep up with that. Same with the middles.
Arguably the best setter in the country. He comes into this game with 2,645 career assists. He's got 11 thus far. Seveland serve is short.
And it looks like the Baruch bench might have got to them on that one with a little countdown. One of the older tricks in the book.
Argjend Osmanaj puts one in play. This one's coming over. Mulvaney handles the joust. It stays in play. Here's Go. Slowed down up front. Comes back over. And wow, what a one-handed set there from Mulvaney.
Yeah, that was real talented to be able to keep that in play right to the middle's hand like that.
It was right on the plane, and Mulvaney with one hand still able to find his middle. Brennan Cutter. That's why he's a three-time All-American. Good serve there by Go. Gavroff somehow able to stay in system and put it down.
That was an angle and a half he took there. That's a real hard swing.
Gavroff, of course, the reigning CUNYAC Player of the Year. He's up to 6 kills in this one. Here is Nierenstein. Good pass there by Ortiz. Going short with it is Costly. Just out of the reach of Tiroli for the kill. Brennan Cutter at the line. Good pass there by Zach Yao. Gavroff is blocked.
And that ball just falls into the corner of the court. Mulvaney with the block.
Just as good a defensive player as he is an offensive player. D-ball, Argjend. And there's his first kill of the day. He had 3 errors before, and he's finally on the board in this one. There is Brennan O'Connor, who's been quiet this far in this one. Nathan Go on the bick.
And he made up for that that tip in the net before. They go back to him in the back row, puts it away.
Yeah, when you add a D1 transfer to a team like this, you just got to wonder how Charlie Sullivan does it. But he's the GOAT of D3 volleyball in terms of wins, as Gavroff continues his strong night.
Real strong swing there by Grabnov.
Seven kills. And here's Ari Osmanaj to serve. 10 assists in his debut as a setter so far, and that one
that's a close one.
Just missed the end line. Only the second service error of the game for the Bearcats. They've done better in that department. They had way too many against Stevens. Here's Costly. Gavroff, that one falls short, just out of his reach.
And we've all been victim of that. You see one block up, you got a full court ahead of you. You want to put that in the 10-foot line, and you end up putting it in the net.
It's not really pushed far enough to the pin for him to be able to bounce it like he normally does. There's an error on Costly. So Baruch keeping it close here, just trailing by 3 after the first set got away from them pretty quickly. Here's Gavroff. It's a good serve. Go will send a short free ball. Ari for Nierenstein, and he's able to get it inside the block of Kirchhoff, and it's a 2-point game.
We got a little souvenir coming in the booth on that one.
Had a couple of those on Tuesday when you weren't here. error by Gavroff.
Love to see Peter really going for it there. No reason to give up on the serve. Full force. And that's something that you notice with Springfield. They're never letting up on their serve. All their jump servers always jumping.
That serve by Kirchhoff is wide. And the Bearcats staying in it. Down by just 2. Here is Ishmael Sanogo. It's in play. Costly, good pass. A nice dig there, but they can't send it back. A.J. Sieveland nearly got robbed there, but Baruch just unable to send it back. Sieveland to serve here with Springfield back up by 3, and that's an ace. Serve receive had been better.
Yeah, and that's that hole that we keep seeing them attack and getting some aces in there. I'd like to see them pinch in and close that gap.
Second ace of the game for A.J. Sieveland. That forces a Baruch timeout. We'll be back. Back out of the Baruch timeout, 15-11 lead for Springfield. Here in set number 2, they lead the match 1-0. A.J. Sieveland, who just picked up an ace. He's back at the line. And there's a coach's point for Brady Ambro.
Great timeout, ice the server. Baruch's bench comes back with the old chant again, and they get the server again. 3-point game.
Argjend Osmanaj looking to cut into this deficit. It's a good serve. They run the middle, and it's Cutter again. Able to use the hands to put Springfield back up by 4. Brennan Cutter hitting 1,000 in this one, by the way. He's 4 for 4.
Yeah, Baruch's having a hard time containing the junior.
And that serve just misses from Sieveland.
Both teams trading service errors back and forth.
Or excuse me, that was go. And he comes out for Joey Prysia, who we saw briefly in the first set. Here's Nierenstein. That one goes long, and now the service error is starting to become an issue. Here's Brennan Cutter. He had 2 aces in the first set. Like I said, perfect night attacking-wise so far. Gavroff turned away by Mulvaney. D-ball to Argjend, and he gets the kill.
What a great decision there to go with the D-ball off the cover.
Just like high school, Ari finding his brother.
You know who used to make decisions like that back in the day? Baruch legend setter Edward Grinberg.
Big swing by Kirchhoff. Edward, a great setter. His career unfortunately got short due to a torn ACL and COVID. It was a fun 1 year playing with him. I know you had.
That's my setter. Great presence on the court.
As Argjend gets a friendly roll off the tape. And it's 18-15. And Baruch has just had 3 great setters back to back to back. First Grinberg, then Stallone Shankar, then Ryan Oman, who's an assistant coach now. And there's an ace for Ari Osmanaj.
Way to drop that in there while Springfield's sitting back on the back line.
Just the second ace for Baruch. And that cuts it to 2.
Baruch can keep their serves in here. They can close this gap.
As there was a ball on the court. I'll redo the whistle here. Another good serve by Ari. Sieveland.
And a great up, but just a little too much on that, out of bounds.
Good touch there by Tiroli. Just got to keep it on their side. And A.J. Sieveland with his 5th kill. That leads Springfield. Hitting .500 for the day. That's a tough receive by Gavroff, and it's an ace for Evan Costley.
And you know, Mike, it's great to see Tiroli come in on that last play and make a dig after what may have been a little bit of a rough first set for the Baruch serve receive.
Tiroli out of Grover Cleveland High School in Queens. Gavroff missed it wide, and it's 21-16, largest lead of the set for Springfield. So Evan Costley looking to add to it here. Springfield 4 points away from going up 2-0 in the match. Argjend Osmanaj dug by Mulvaney. Had a system ball to Prysha, and that's blocked.
Another souvenir for the booth.
Gavroff and Sonogo with the rejection.
Love to see a hard jump serve from Peter over here.
He missed his last one. Let's see what he's got here. Off the tape, Mulvaney for Sieveland. He's able to tool the block of Nierenstein, and it's 22-17.
Yeah, Nierenstein got there, but was a little weak with the hands. Gets tooled out of bounds.
Springfield brings in Richard Eber Jr. to serve for the middle, Will Kirchhoff.
Was a strong serving sub in the first set.
Had an ace right at the end.
Great pass.
What a set. Ari to Argjend. That was real pretty.
Say that 3 times fast, Mike.
Well, if you say it in English, it's gold to silver if you translate it from Albanian.
That's a fun fact.
Ari gold, Argjend silver in Albanian. Service error there on Sonogo. Here's A.J. Sieveland, 6 kills to lead Springfield. Also has a pair of aces. That one misses. Baruch trying to make a late push here. That'll help.
And they really need it on this point. You hate to go into the 24th point down at 19.
Let's see what Argjend Osmanaj got. He's come alive in this second set. 4 kills after none in the first. And there's Brennan Cutter.
And is that still 1,000% for Cutter?
That is still 1,000.
Oof.
5 for 5. And the other middle, Kirchhoff, not too shabby either. 3 for 4. So here is Joey Prycha serving for the set, and that one goes long. So it will be Ben Nierenstein with Baruch trailing by 4 on set point.
Nierenstein really needs to put some juice on these balls. You can't let Springfield be in system here.
Just missed an ace. It'll be a long free ball. Tiroli handles. Gavroff slowed down up front. Overpass coming, and Ari's right there to put it down.
Great dig on the Springfield side, but right into the hands of Osmanaj. The lead is cut to 3.
Good pass there by Ortiz. Back one. Brennan Cutter, 6 for 6. And that ends set number 2. Baruch keeping it a lot closer in this one, 25-21. But Springfield gets the edge once again. They go up 2 sets to none. So we'll be back for set number 3. Baruch looking to avoid a sweep against the top team in the nation. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just joining us in this matchup between Baruch and Springfield, Springfield leads the Bearcats 2 sets to none. And Springfield has really had the edge in all facets of this game. 474 hitting percentage through the first two sets. Bearcats being held to 071. So it'll be the same starting lineup for the Bearcats. And everything looks about the same for Springfield. Offense was slightly better in that one. 8 kills on 19 swings for a 105, up from 043 in the first. Peter Gavroff leading the Bearcats with 7 kills. Ari Osmanaj with 14 assists. Brennan Cutter hitting 1,000, 6 kills on 6 swings to lead Springfield. Dylan Mulvaney with 20 assists. So here we go in set number 3. Ari Osmanaj will get us going. And that one's long.
And you know, before that serve, Mike, I heard a good 2-4 BC chant by the guys on the court. It's good to see good traditions never die.
I don't think that'll ever die, especially with Brady as the head coach now.
Oh, yeah.
Strong serve there from Costly. And Argjend Osmanaj. Springfield might have gotten away with a lift there.
I saw a little lift on that one. Coach Ambrose going to have something to say about that.
Indeed he is.
And I saw the same thing he did.
Brady asking Jenny Chen for an explanation. Not happy with how that conversation went, clearly.
On this point, you got to put this one away for your coach now.
Good pass by Gavroff. Ari goes back to him.
And that's exactly what they do. There was some extra oomph on that one.
Off the hizzy.
Wow. Someone's got to check that kid out. That was a hard hit.
Might have to check the floor for some
dust
falling from the ceiling.
The ceiling fell off.
Wow.
I would not want to be that blocker on that swing.
Brennan Cutter getting a face full of volleyball on that swing. So that's 8 kills for Gavroff to lead all players. Here he is on serve. Good pass by Costly. Nathan goes short with it, and just out of the reach of Ari Osmanaj.
Yeah, Ari got stuck in the mud on that one. Got to be light on your feet for those tips. Springfield has been putting those down all game. Springfield
hitting just under 500 for this game.
Wow, and you don't really see that often, Mike. That's a high hitting percentage.
They hit 354 for the season last year, and that's going to be an ace for Costly.
Baruch needs to slow down right here and get a clean pass, get themselves back in rhythm.
Springfield, as I mentioned, 354 hitting percentage for the season last year, averaging just over 12 kills per set. They held opponents to a 174 hitting percentage for the season. That's a big gap. That's a tight ball for Argjend, and it's out of his reach. So another fast start for Springfield in this one. They have an early 4-point lead. A.J. Seveland misses long.
And there are those serving errors we've seen all game. Baruch needs to capitalize. Coach Ambrose goes to his bench.
We're going to see Omar Noman check in for the first time, making his collegiate debut, and you got to admire his persistence to get on this team. He was trying out for the team for the 3rd time this year. Finally made it this year. Got to admire the resilience.
Of course, love to see that.
'23 graduate out of Tottenville High School in Staten Island.
The island of Staten.
Ehrenstein with a good pass. Gavroff taking flight.
Wow, liftoff.
Just flying in front of that 10-foot line.
That back row attack was just so dangerous.
Served there by Argjend. And a kill for Seveland on the D-ball. Real nice night for A.J. Seveland. 7 kills on 10 swings. And Argjend just got to adjust the patella strap. Looks like Argjend just needs a second here.
Always got to take care of your body first.
Looks like he's good to stay in the game, and here is Brennan Cutter.
Oh, way to bring it back. And that ball did not get brought back between the sticks, apparently. We had a tough angle over here.
Good effort by Ari, but
great effort.
If you want to pursue it, it's got to stay outside the antenna in order for it to come back legally. Good pass by Gavroff. D-ball to Argjend is out. Six-point lead for the Pride. Ehrenstein handles. They shoot it to O'Connor, who they haven't gone to a whole lot today. And that lane, a little indecisive call there from the line judge.
It was a close one.
But he rules it in, and now Brady Ambro will call timeout. Another fast start for Springfield, 10-3 here in set number 3, as they look for the sweep here in Manhattan. Back out of the timeout. It's a 10-3 lead for Springfield here in the third set. As Charlie Sullivan will go into his bench. They bring Billy Kavanaugh back in, who we saw briefly in the first set. He replaces Kirchhoff, and now here's Brennan Cutter looking to continue this service run. Ehrenstein handles. He's turned away, and they get him for a carry. Dylan Mulvaney with the block. And I thought that was a lot cleaner than the one before.
Yeah, I agree.
11-3 now. Cutter with his second long service run of the game, and that's an ace.
Another. Baruch really needs to tighten up here. They're stuck in this serve receive.
That's now 10 aces for Springfield.
And Cutter is cutting up this serve receive.
And Brady Ambo is going to bring Evan Kang back in for Nierenstein. We saw him briefly in the second set. Trying to change up the serve receive a little bit. Good pass there by Kang. Argjend, good dig there by Go. Costly puts it down.
And that's a set from Cutter out of the back row.
Libero not on the floor. The middle's got to set the out-of-system ball. And Brennan Cutter made no mistake. Off the tape, Gavroff just able to get it. And he's blocked. Billy Kavanaugh. That's probably the first block of his career. And it's 14-3. This is now a 7-point run for Springfield. Yao handles the serve and out of bounds from Ari Osmanaj.
And a good idea, but just a little hard on the tip.
The pass just a little too tight to the net. Springfield doing a great job keeping Baruch out of system. As Cutter goes short with it here. They'll try Brennan O'Connor, and Billy Kavanaugh again with the block.
And that just shows how deep Springfield bench is. Kavanaugh coming off the bench and making an impact right away.
As great of a coach Charlie Sullivan is, he is equally as good recruiting. Good effort there by Ari to keep that alive. And Evan Kang with his first career kill.
Great drive by Kang to find the open spot.
The freshman out of Flushing.
He should remember that kill for a while.
Springfield brings Joey Prysia back in, and now Kang will serve. And Kang with a premature serve, no whistle.
Probably a little excited from that kill.
I don't think he realized there was a substitution being made.
Not sure what's going to happen here. Kang heard the whistle and started his serve, but it was just a substitution.
They would then have to replay it.
So Kang will get another shot. See if he can make this one count.
So here's Evan Kang for real this time. Goes off the tape. D-ball, Sieveland. Continues his strong night. And the dominance of Springfield in this one, even extra impressive because there are two All-Americans on this team that we haven't even seen today. Carter Duravage and Jake Delorier. They have not seen the court in this one. And still, just dominant in every facet of play. Here's O'Connor. The Pass there by Prysha. Gavroff hammers it home. Peter into double figures. That's number 10.
Man, does Gavroff fly.
Short serve there from O'Connor. Seveland just can't be stopped right now. 9 kills on 12 swings. What a night for number 21. Springfield also brings in Fabian Matos, sophomore from Orlando.
He's probably missing that warm weather right about now.
That serve goes long from Joey Prysha, and it's 18-7. Ortiz, good pass. Seveland just keeps finding a way.
Yeah, those tips keep falling. Cutter checks back into the game.
Seveland, not the biggest name, but boy, has he had a real nice night. He's up to 10 kills now.
Also checked in Richard Eber Jr. for the Pride. Usually see him as a serving sub.
They got him in the middle right now. Gavroff finds the corner.
Spicy spot by Gavroff. He's always a fan of that back corner.
You just got to keep feeding him. He's been the hot hand today. 11 kills, nobody else with more than 4 for the Bearcats. That's a good serve, and it's an ace.
Great serve.
His second of the game, and it's a 10-point ball game. That one goes long, and Springfield is 5 points away from a sweep. Charlie Sullivan just keeping his team competitive year after year. And he's been here for a long time, 1999, his first season with the Pride. That's before I'm born.
I don't even think you were born, yeah.
I was not born. I don't know about you, Nick.
I was born. I was a ripe 2 years old. Now, the Bearcats have played well today, but I noticed the blocking isn't what it's been in past years. I don't know if our listeners know, but some say Mike Higgins was one of the most dominant middle blockers in Baruch's history.
I mean, I did lead the CUNYAC in blocks one year, but they didn't give me my all-star, which I'm still a little salty about, but that's an old conversation.
They call him the Panini the way he pressed over the net.
Kevin Edwards, former head coach, just nailing the word penetrate into my head. A couple more guys come off the bench for Springfield. But first we're going to have a timeout by Coach Ambro. Springfield knocking on the door of their first win of the season. We'll be back. Back out of the timeout. Springfield knocking on the door here of a sweep. As Fabian Matos just into the game, he'll serve. Osmanaj for Kang, that's blocked. Just off the bench, Dylan Nguyen, sophomore setter. He gets a block.
And good to see Kang go after that one.
Argjend right down the line. He needed that. No kills since the second set.
Great line shot. Way to find that corner.
Now, we mentioned earlier, Charlie Sullivan just keeping his team competitive year in and year out. He's got the resume to show for it. 16 national championship appearances, won 11 of them. 543 career wins. That's the most all time. 5-time D3 Coach of the Year. He coached 41 different All-Americans and 7 National Players of the Year. And if you're wondering why players want to play for him, that's all you need to know. And a bit of an awkward dump there from Ari. Gets a kill out of it, though.
We'll take that.
Baruch will take him any way they can get.
You know, Mike, as we finish up here, I just want to say it's been a pleasure being in the booth with you, and I hope we could do it again soon.
Absolutely. You're always welcome, Nick. Good serve there by Kang. Fabian Matos with his first kill of the day. And it's match point. And Dylan Nguyen, the sophomore setter, replacing Mulvaney. He will serve for the match here. Springfield will keep it in New York. They will take on St. Joseph's of Long Island tomorrow. It's a good serve by Nguyen. Gavroff keeps Baruch alive for now. Kill number 13 for him. And now it'll be Brennan O'Connor. Domino Wishart, the libero, just into the game.
Little combination there from Springfield.
And that'll do it as Matos ends it. A dominant performance by Springfield here in the Arc Arena. They sweep the Bearcats in rather easy fashion. 25-13 the final in set number 3. So another learning experience here for the young Bearcat team. Again, they had nothing to lose in this game, but they did have everything to gain. As Springfield showing why they are number 1 in the country. 571 hitting percentage for the match. That is just out of this world.
And Mike, you know who we have next on the schedule?
I believe SUNY Purchase.
SUNY Purchase.
That game, we are told, is weather permitting, as the impending snowstorm might have something to say about that. So we'll see what happens there. It'll be a good opportunity for the Bearcats to get their first win of the season, and Brady Ambro to get his first win as head coach. So a little bit into the statistical things. Peter Gavroff leading the Bearcats and all players with 13 kills. He hit .217. Ari Osmanaj with 21 assists in his debut as a setter. For Springfield, A.J. Seveland leading the way with 10 kills. Brennan Cutter perfect on the attack, 6 for 6, hitting 1,000 with 4 aces. Dylan Mulvaney leading the way blocking-wise with 4. 23 assists for him. So again, SUNY Purchase on Tuesday, unless the snowstorm postpones it. We'll keep you updated on the Athletics website. Nick Godino, it was a pleasure having you with us on the broadcast.
Pleasure to be here.
So that'll do it from the Arc Arena. He's Nick Godino. I'm Mike Higgins. We will see you on Tuesday.